Hey everybody, Aaron here. So, first and foremost, guys and girls, this is my what I'll be watching / reviewing in the fall 2017 season. I want to change up what I'm doing for this season though, folks, and it's not per se because I want to take less responsibilities or less roles for this season coming up, but there is a reason for this. Now, first and foremost, you know, I'm so happy that I reached 1,100 subscribers as of recently. And it's just awesome. It really is. And I'm so glad that people are enjoying my reviews and enjoying the content I put up on the channel. Now, the thing is that, guys and girls, this summer season was a nightmare in terms of anime. And it's not that, like, I loved watching all these shows that I was watching, but reviewing them, on the other hand, was a mixed bag. I had shows that did very well, like Katsugeki Tokurambu, for example, is doing incredible on the channel. I am so happy that so many people are following and watching the reviews for that. Made in Abyss is another one, definitely very high up. And there are several other shows that are doing pretty well for the most part that I'm happy about. Recreators is one of them. I believe, I want to say Fate Apocrypha is doing very well too. And even Kakaguri has its moments where it does well and does kind of okay. But the biggest issue I had with this season coming was the fact that a lot of my videos did not do that well. And it's like, you know, it's very disheartening to see a video only get 10 to 15 to 20 views. Guys and girls, you have no idea. Like, I'm besides working, I do other things. Obviously, I don't spend all day watching anime. I would love to spend all day watching anime, but I have responsibilities. I have obviously my job, which I write a lot for my job, and that can take me anywhere from a couple hours to several hours of work a day. And the thing is that while I love doing anime reviews as a hobby, it's first and foremost that it's a hobby. YouTube is not a career for me. It's not something I want to get paid for in terms of a lot of money. So some of you might be going, oh, so then why do you care about the views? I care about the views because here's the thing. When I do a video, it takes me anywhere from 1 minute to 20 minutes to do a single video. And you may not understand, like, what do you mean by 1 minute? In terms of, like, that's just the review itself. Some reviews of mine are very short, and I can do them within a minute, and it's like not only a literal minute, like usually 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You get what I mean though. And then sometimes I have several times where that's why the blooper videos exist. You have no idea those. I know I had someone say, oh, what were those bloopers of yours forced or anything like that? No, all my bloopers, if you see me acting weird, or if you see me get kind of annoyed or just disheartened all of a sudden, it's probably because I did that video like several times. So a single review might take me anywhere from 10 minutes to good 30 minutes. I had this happen before in terms of everything from rendering to uploading to YouTube to just doing the review itself. And when that when I get then I have a video come up on YouTube, only get 10 views or 15 views, guys, that is just me wasting time. That's me wasting time. I could have done 1,000 different things. I could have went out to the gym. I could have went for a walk. I could have, you know, played games. I could have relaxed instead of doing a video that no one's gonna watch, and it sucks. I hate to say it, it really sucks. So what I want to do with this season is I just decided to change up the game a little bit, where I'm gonna be reviewing like 10 shows around that, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more, depending on how this goes. Now, I will not be reviewing every show that I talk about on this list right now. I'll tell you that right now. I will be reviewing 5 shows specifically, without a doubt. I will be reviewing Shingeki no Soma Season 3, obviously, or Food Wars Season 3. I loved it, so that's a no-brainer. I'm not even going to talk about it because there's no point to it. I'm going to review it. Kekkai, Sensen, and Beyond, I'm also definitely going to review. I saw the first season. I had a lot of mixed opinions with it, but I love Studio Bones. I feel like Studio Bones should always get my attention because it's one of my favorite studios of animation. So I want to review it. I want to see if this season 2 is better than the first season. Himouto-chan. First season was incredible. It was one of my favorite comedies of all time. Hell yeah, I'm reviewing it. Know Lyons second season, also a no-brainer. I think it's probably one of the best animations or anime of all time. I think it had some of the funniest, it had some of the most dramatic moments. It was everything in all in one package. It really was. And it's one of those shows that if you have not seen the first season, you have time. You better go watch it because it's just that good. It starts October 14th, so you have a while to catch up. It's 22 episodes, I believe, or 20. I think, yeah, 22 episodes like the second season is. Inuyashiki is another one I am 100% reviewing. Why I'm reviewing Ishiki? I read some of the manga for it, and this is before it got popular. Like, I don't want people to say, oh, you read the manga recently. No. I read the manga when this first launched for the first time, and I was telling people this sounds amazing. It's made by the guy who made Gantz. It's done by Studio Mappa. I always have faith in Mappa. They do some great animation. You know, Inuyashiki is one of those shows that it's going to be awesome. I have a feeling of it right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be the best thing ever, but I definitely think it's going to be a contender for one of the better shows of the season, to be honest with you. So I'm definitely reviewing it. So think of it almost like a Tetris L or a long Tetris L. These 5 shows: Food Wars Season 3, Kekkai Sensen Season 2, Himouto-chan Season 2, 3 Know Lyons Season 2, or, you know, March Comes Like Lions Season 2, and Ishiki. Those are shows that 100% will not be on the list that I'm going to make for voting, because I'm going to be watching them. Now, you might also not go, oh, what do you mean voting? So, all the other shows on this list, they're going to be like several shows on this list. These are shows that I'm possibly thinking of watching. Now, out of them, I'm going to have a few more that I might watch just because I want to watch them. But in terms of reviewing them, I'm only going to review them if people want me to. So, you guys and girls are going to have to vote on what you want me to see to review. Now, for example, Deus Irae. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Deus Irae is a show that I think has potential to be really good or really bad. The fact of the matter is, it's a historical thing that's supposed to be like a kind of World War II thing, but of course, it's superpowers, magic. You know, say what you will about historical magic stuff. There are some good ones out there, like I want to say Tanya the Evil was good. That was a very well done way of doing it. And then you have shows like Azeta, which was terrible. This is something that I have high hopes for, so I will have it on the list. If you guys want me to review it, if it gets a lot of views or a lot of votes on the list, I will definitely be getting to it. If it gets none, I will watch it probably on my own, and I won't review it until probably either the 3-episode limit. I'll do a first impressions of it maybe, or I'll just wait till the very end and I'll do a full series review when it comes out. Now, hopefully you understand that. What I'm going to have is I'm going to have in the description box either a link to the straw poll for it, or specific instructions for you guys and girls to follow so you understand how to do this better. So definitely go off of that, you know, because guys and girls, it's like 7:30 in the morning. I have had no sleep since yesterday. I am very tired, but I wanted to get this out because I'm very busy with the next couple of days. I don't know what I'll be doing in terms of what I have to do for work, what I have to do for just personal stuff, so I can't get this out any later. And I've been putting it off because I've been so busy and just I can't sleep half the time. So, you know, I wanted to get this out. So the description box is what's going to be your key to understanding exactly what I want to do with this voting system thing. You know, if you have any other questions or comments or concerns, I'm going to re-talk about this near the end of the video, and I'll put in the comments below, or I'll put in the description box below telling you what to do exactly, so definitely make sure to read that. Gintama, no, I'm not. Black Clover, before anyone says it, I'm not interested in it. You know, I know some people will say it's great. I read some of the manga for it. I'm not a big fan. It's okay to me. It's not that bad, but it's not something I really care to watch. And I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be like 100 episodes before I know it, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's shonen. I just don't want to. Love Live, no. Gintama, no. Here's where we get into the stuff that I might or might not review. So just because sounds interesting. It sounds like a romance story slash kind of almost slice of life show, but look at this. It's only labeled as school. Now that's very interesting to me. So I'm not gonna read off this thing because you guys can read. You have eyes. Even if the video doesn't come out that great, you could, obviously I'm looking at this on Mal. You can check it out if you're more interested in it. But the thing is I just don't want this video to be like 90 freaking minutes long. It's a lot of shows to get through. But just because it looks pretty interesting about the whole school thing, and I'm very curious about it. So it's gonna be on a list of things. You guys can vote if you want to for me to watch it and review it. This is a big maybe. This is a big one. This will only be reviewed if I get a lot of people saying that they want me to. Kini no Tabi, or Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World. This, I believe, is a more completed version of the light novel series, and also more of a kind of remastering of the series. So it's being redone, from what I know. It's also based again on more of the light novel series. I have the first season of the original source material. I saw the first episode, and I saw the OVA, which is like a prequel to the whole story. I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and I want to watch the whole series, but I'm not sure if I want to watch this before watching the whole series. I'm not 100% sure yet, so this will be a big maybe, and kind of how I watch this will be based off you guys. I'm not watching Code Realize. I'm not watching whatever this is. I'm not watching this one. Oh, Tsumatsu-san. I like Tsumatsu-san, but I only seen a few episodes of it, and I have no intention to review it. It's, it's not my cup of tea for reviewing. UQ Holder, Mahou Sensei Negiyama 2. Big maybe. big maybe. So as you can see, it's actually a sequel to Negiyama. I actually read a lot of the manga for this. I've not finished the manga for this, but I've read a decent portion of it. I think I got to like chapter 70, I want to believe, or maybe less than that, but it was a lot. And the thing is that I was a fan of Negiyama the manga. I wasn't a big fan of the anime for it though, to be honest with you. I thought the animation really sucked for Negiyama, but the manga was very good, and this looks pretty interesting. It looks pretty good from what I saw of the trailers for it, so I'm like, depending on you guys. Himouto se Irabe E. This is a big, I don't know. Silverlink does it. Silverlink does some okay things. I have no issue with that. But here's one noun that I'm very scared of. Young Siscon novelist, Itsugi Hashiba. That right there is terrifying. In case you guys don't know what Siscon is, that's someone that's very into their sister. I don't know if I want to watch this. I really don't. Comedy romance, I can almost tell you what's going to be about, and I'm like, it's if you guys vote for it, sure, I'll watch it and review it. Otherwise, big maybe. Osusama Game, the animation, or Killing Game, the animation, or the King's Game. I'm sorry, this is the King's Game, the animation. I've read the manga for this. I love it. It's incredible. It is one of the best. If you love Danganronpa stuff like that, you'll like Osusama Game. It's really that. It's that story. The story-wise for it, it's really good. The anime looks amazing from what the previews look like. I'm very interested in watching it to see what they kind of gloss over and what they focus on in the story. Just basically know it's a killing game in the sense of a school of classmates get a strange text of things. Actually, probably the best way to put it into more of a recent thing. There was a movie that came out recently where you had to keep doing these kind of small deeds that kept going and getting worse and worse as time went by. And if you didn't do them, you lost the money or you got injured from it. Think of the King's Game as a very similar mechanic as that, whereas these kids have to start doing small tasks like kissing someone or going outside and pulling a prank on someone. Eventually starts getting into kind of scary territory of like stealing from people and doing horrible things to people. And if you don't perform it in the allotted time, you get killed. So it's very interesting. It's one of those shows that I'm most likely going to review, but I would like to see how people want me to review it. If I don't see a lot of people reviewing or wanting me to review it, it won't be on the list of stuff I review for the season. Big maybe on this one. I think it's Chinese animation. It looks interesting from what it seems like, but I'm not sure about it yet. I'll put this as a maybe on the list too. Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko. Now, this sounds really cool. First off, White Fox. White Fox to me does some incredible work. Doesn't mean everything they make is perfect, but a lot of stuff they make is good. And you know the big ones already. I don't even have to tell you guys the big ones. But the thing is that I'm not 100% sure if I want to watch this or at least review it. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I haven't really read too much about it. It sounds interesting though, so I'm thinking about reviewing it. It'll be up to you guys though if you want me to review it or not. This one I'm very curious about reviewing. Netju no Tsutsumi. So most neets in anime are usually dudes. This one has a girl that's a neet. It's just a woman, so it's like or at least a 30-year-old woman, I should say. I'm very interested about that. Like that sounds interesting as hell to me. I'm probably gonna review this. But if it doesn't do well in the vote, I probably won't care to review it until the whole series ends. No to this one, no to this one. Day Horizon, I just sounds like a really typical action thing, and I feel like I've heard of this before, and I might have seen some of it, but I'm like, or not, no, I've heard of it from someone mentioning it before, I think. That's why, because it's an original, so it can't be based off what I'm thinking. But this one right here, but it scares me because Creators Impact did it, and I hate to say it, I'm like, it sounds interesting because it sounds like a slice of life comedy, which, I mean, right there, you can, just from the I didn't even read that until I read this part. But I don't know. Creators Impact also did Blood Divorce, to put it plainly, and Blood Divorce is not good. So yeah, depending. I'll put that on the list also for you guys to vote on if you want me to. Let's see what else we got here. I think we're reaching the end of what I care about. Vanishing Line, I am thinking of watching because it's Mappa. I love Mappa, obviously. It sounds very interesting, and it just looks, the animation looks really awesome for this. I saw some of the PV for it, and it looks really cool. It really does, so I'm thinking about having on the list, definitely. Ume ate wa oshige tsushigu minojaji, I believe is how you say it. Excuse me if I butcher these names. I'm sorry, but I'm not Japanese, so I do butcher names when it comes to this. right there, the first part right there, the two are female teachers and her student, but they are engaged. Yes. So, I'm very interested about this story. Really am. I want to see what this is about. I love like student-teacher type stories. I know it's like people consider it taboo. It's like, oh, but they're so much older, separate apart age-wise. Yeah, but they provide some really interesting story stuff. And I'm like, I'm curious about it. I'm very curious. I'm not sure if I'm going to review it yet, though. I'm just saying I'm curious about it. Sengoku Nightblood. That's a big maybe. I don't know. It's based off more people telling me if they want me to review that. And then I have this. I don't know what this is. I feel like I've heard of this story before, though. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know why I feel like I've heard of this before. And yeah, it's original. And I might be thinking of number 6. No, you know what? This is not number 6. But it reminds me of number 6's kind of concept to it. So, Shingeki no Kyojin Lost Girls, I know, is all about the kind of females of Attack on Titan story. I read some of the light novel for it. It was good. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. It's gonna be short. I'll probably do a review for it because it's only 3 episodes long. Nekopara, definitely gonna do a review for that, regardless of what people say for it, because it's 1 episode long. It's not gonna kill me. OVA of Hajime no Gal, obviously I'll also do one. It's coming out December 26th though, so I have to try to remember that. FateStay Night, if it comes out within the time it's supposed to come out, of course. Godzilla, of course, also. And Dance with Devils also will be a review for it when it comes out on, you know, subtitles, because I like Dance with Devils. I don't care what people say. This is one of the few reverse harems I actually think is awesome. Got good music when the series came out. It's one of the openings. The opening alone is like one of the best openings I've heard in a long time. So definitely think about reviewing that. And Thunderbolt, if it comes out on Blu-ray, I'll get to reviewing that. But anyways, that is what I'm watching for this season coming up. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm watching. I will have a list of things that I will definitely be watching in the description box. This is going to take me a little while to do, so I'm going to have it unlisted for a little bit, but it's going to come out today. So today's Monday. I'll have it out later today sometime, probably the afternoon. But anyways, guys and girls, like I said before, check out the description box below for more details of what I'm planning to do for this video, or for this season, I should say. And I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you all. Listen, you know, I want to say this really fast before I end this video. You know, I don't want to make it where it's like you guys feel obligated to watch any of my reviews. I really hope you don't feel like that. It's like, oh, he won't do reviews if we don't watch, you know, more reviews and stuff. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to. You know, even throwing a like button on a video helps me out a lot. Sharing the video obviously helps me out a lot. There's a reason I say that. It's because it just shows that people are watching it to me. And it shows me that people care. Commenting on the video or whatever, it makes me happy. It makes me feel like this is worthwhile to do. Because obviously you guys know I'm doing this as a hobby. You know, I'm not doing this because I want to get paid for it. You know, and some people say, oh, you're doing it for the views. I'm not doing it for the views. I swear to you, I'm not doing it for the views. You know, I don't know if I said it already, and I apologize if I did, because I'm like half asleep. So if I did say it already, you can skip over this part. But when I do videos, you guys don't know how much work, unless you're doing anime videos yourself or reviews and stuff like that, you guys don't know how much work goes into it. You know, I had someone say the other day, that kind of, like, I don't want to say annoyed me, but it did upset me a little bit, where I put that blooper video out, and they said, oh, you forced those bloopers or something like that. And I'm like, I really didn't. I swear to God, I did not force any of my bloopers. Those are me getting pissed off or just, you know, getting agitated at my own failings. You know, let's just say I watch a show for 20 minutes, obviously. This is how long it takes to do a video. So 20 minutes, obviously, watching the show, or 25 minutes, whatever. Then I have to go review the show. Now, reviewing the show can either take me anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes in terms of how long the video is. But you guys don't know how much work goes into it beyond that. You know, I don't do a lot of editing stuff, so I'm not saying that I do more work than anyone else on YouTube. I don't want to say that by any means. There are other reviewers out there that put their heart and soul into a video and make sure that every little detail, it's got action-packed stuff, it's got, you know, camera pans and all this stuff. I can't do that. But even more so, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make simple reviews for you guys and girls to enjoy, so you don't have to feel like you're watching an overly complicated scripted story of a review. It's just me talking to you as a friend. And I appreciate that people have noticed that and why I have the following I do. I mean, I don't have a huge following, mind you, but I do have a decent following, one that I'm happy about. But, you know, if I do a review, it could take me anywhere from 5 minutes, if I get lucky, to 25 minutes to 30 minutes. You know, a lot of the bloopers that I put on the blooper video are me for several minutes messing up a single line or messing up a single intro or something like that, and it gets annoying. And you go, oh crap, So think about it this way. So 20 minutes to watch the video, another anywhere from 5 to 20 other minutes to do it. So right there, you're almost looking at 40 minutes plus the render time, which is another 5 minutes, sometimes maybe less than that, depending on how long the video is. Then uploading to YouTube, which is another 5 to 10 minutes. You know, all that stuff, writing the comments, writing the stuff, etc. You're looking at anywhere from an hour to 10 minutes or an hour to a half of work, guys and girls, and it's for one video. So on days like Saturday, most of my Saturday is gone in the morning, and it's like, what happened to my Saturday? Oh, it's because I'm watching 5 or 6 shows, and out of those 5 shows, only 2 of them are doing good view-wise. It's a slap to my face, guys and girls. I'm sorry, it really is, and that's why I don't want this to happen again. So from here on out, I'm being 100% dead honest with you guys and girls. Seriously, I will have stuff that's voted for, and I'll make sure to tell you guys exactly what is the winners and all that, because you'll see when I do the reviews for it. But it's very important. Now, actually, I'll also probably make a video telling like the exact stuff I'm watching. It'll be like two minute long video, and it'll just be like the list of what I'm watching on the screen or something like that. But I digress. You know, I want to make it where if a single video starts doing where I get like 10 views on something or 15 views, I don't care if other people do it. And it's like, oh yeah, it's no problem with me if I don't get 5 or 10, or if I only get 5 or 10 views. It's a problem with me because it's my time that's being wasted in the long run, folks. It really is. I don't want that to happen. I have other things in my life that I have to worry about that take priority over YouTube, and I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. So if I see a video doing 5 to 10 views, 5 to 10 views like for the first day or the second day, that's not a big deal. 3 days later, or not 3 days, but like 3 weeks later, and I'm doing like the second or third episode by then, and I still see that, I'm dropping in terms of reviewing. I'll still be watching it on my own, but I won't be reviewing anymore. That's all. So anyways, so you really guys help me out with this, and make sure you vote and tell me what you guys want to watch. So like I said, go to the description, you'll understand from there. Have a great blessed day, everyone. God bless you all. Bye bye, everyone.